Thanks for joining us on Valley News Live as we look east into Minnesota across the Red River. Breezy, but again, mild temperatures not far from those mid-40s for many of us here in the Red River Valley. River levels, remember, 18 feet in Fargo is flood stage, minor flood stage, mind you, but we have seen it rise. We're approaching that 19-foot mark. The red at Hickson also rising and exceeding its banks in some areas, as will be the case in the Grand Forks area. We head through some of the tributaries in the Southern Valley where things are flowing pretty good. 19.25 feet is the Maple River at Mapleton. That area also seeing some significant river rises. Here is a look at your current conditions. Out at Hector, we have 47 degrees, 46 at Moorheads Airport, 7:43 the time of sunset. Our shaking tower cam, we welcome back here our studio camera. Boy, that winter was a long one and a cold one, and it's hard to get up on top of that tower to change camera, but we got up there with the Windex and it's looking fantastic. Thanks to our friends at Corwin for sponsoring our camera there. Take a look at this. A lot of rain in toward the Twin Cities. A lot of snow, as we talked about last night in the Arrowhead of Minnesota. You get that terrain lifting just a little bit, cooling things off, and we have some areas where flakes are flying, and indeed it is impacting some of our eastern counties with some mixed precipitation. So if you're heading out on Highway 10 or Interstate 94, off to the east and southeast, you can expect to run into some inclement weather. Now, our road conditions, not too bad, checking most areas until you get out toward Duluth here. And in and around that Crosby area, we have some difficult travel conditions. Check out those visibilities as well. So keep in mind, any travel out to the east or the Arrowhead is going to be impacted somewhat by weather. Take it slow. Your temperature right now, 36 degrees in Wadena, 35 in Alexandria, and that cool air wrapping around on the backside in the Devil's Lake Basin, where there's more snow still on the ground, but it too is disappearing. 40s here in the southern Red River Valley. The north winds will continue to be gusty this evening. We cannot rule out spotty sprinkles or flurries of snow into the evening hours. So a few lingering flakes in that forecast as the north wind will tug down some Canadian air overnight. Will be down below freezing. So watch for slippery sidewalks and roads. Look at the wind, still churning things up as we head through our morning hours. Now, as we go into the midday, not nearly as warm, and it will be a brisk north wind throughout the day. So as opposed to mid 40s and upper 40s in the south, we'll be closer to 40 degrees. So we cool off, but the good news is Wednesday looks to be one of the cooler of the work week, and we can't rule out a few flakes of snow off to the east. Look at the wind, still chugging away tomorrow night, but gradually decreasing, as will be the clouds out to the west. So dry but breezy weather as we head into your midweek day. Temperatures will be fairly steady in those 30s throughout, though. We'll have passing clouds, gusty north winds over 30 miles per hour at times, and that wind and breezy condition and the clouds linger in Fargo until the evening hours. And Frankie is still all smiles about this forecast, reporting that they've got some wet conditions out in the yard, but he can at least see the yard again. Pamela, thanks for sharing your Abercrombie view there as the waters rise on the Wild Rice. 49 as we warm it back up on Thursday. Beautiful close to the work week there with a chance of some sprinkles and subtly cooler on Friday. Doesn't look to be too heavy for the precipitation chances. The weekend, near average for this time of the year. Notice 40 degrees at average temperature. Then next week we warm it up just a bit on Monday, but as we go into Tuesday we'll have a chance of some showers Monday night and into Tuesday that could mix with some snow for some of us. We're keeping our eyes on this system. Looks heavier in the central plains than for us, but we'll watch its track very carefully for you.
All right, thanks so much, Hutch.
You bet.
Well, a tornado took a truck on a wild ride in Texas yesterday. You can see the twister hitting a red truck as it crosses the road. The vehicle was blown over onto its side, spun around, then blown right back upright. A few seconds later, the driver drives away. At least 3 people were hurt and dozens of homes and businesses destroyed in that tornado. Well, the microchip shortage